up, guys? I'm at a truck stop in Iowa, right past Iowa 80, and I just woke up, took a nice hot shower at this Pilot, but I wanted to make a real quick video about the CP4 fuel pump and what I learned about it recently. Let me pop my trunk here, or not my trunk, my hood. So a couple quick things. I actually went to the car dealer, the Ram dealer, yesterday morning, because the night before I actually had an issue. I had a boost issue. Boost was fluctuating on my gauge, going back and forth, and the engine RPM was staying consistent. So there's definitely an issue with boost, and I had a couple codes. I had a code for air leak between the mass airflow sensor and the throttle body over there, which means that like a hose was undone, but it wasn't. And I also had a code for the turbo actuator, which was also, you know, that's boost related as well. It's also intake air related, just like the code for that. Gotta love air brakes, always loud. So I just wanted to make a quick video about the CP4 because oh, sorry, let me finish that first story. So I wanted to say I got it all taken care of. Nothing had to be done to the motor. Nothing was loose. By the way, this truck is a 2019 Ram Longhorn, and I have 58,000 miles on it. I bought it last November, so it's been like 8 months now, 9 months, something like that. I have 58,000 miles on it, and I had this issue. So I took it to the dealer, and sure enough, they fixed it. They got me right in first thing in the morning, which was awesome. And it was basically a bunch of updates for the engine and transmission. And actually, the truck sounds and feels like it's running smoother than it was previously, like before I even had any issues. The first 58,000 miles I drove this truck, seemed like now it's running definitely smoother. But anyways, go get the updates done if you haven't been to the dealer recently. Stop in, get some updates. The Eisen transmission is also shifting smoother, which I like too. Doesn't have as hard of some gear shifts. Yeah. So I'll show you what I'm hauling. I won't show you my numbers, UT numbers, but this is what I got. I'm hauling right now. 5 cars, Mini 5. It's about 26,000 pounds or so, something like that altogether. It's definitely a lot lighter than what I usually haul, which is newer vehicles, which are usually fatter. And they have all-wheel drive systems, and all these are all two-wheel drive. So yeah, I'm usually hauling about between 30 and 38K all together, including the truck and the trailer. So going forward, they got the whole thing figured out. And while I was there, they talked about, I snuck in the back, talked to the tech, because I used to be a tech, and dealing with service writers, they're the salespeople, so, you know, man, I got respect for them because it's so hard dealing with customers in general. But I wanted to talk to the tech, and I went back there and talked to the tech. He was very knowledgeable, and he showed me, he was reading about the CP4 and about the updates for the engine and the transmission. And one update had something to do, I think, with the CP4, or actually, let me not say that. I can't remember if it was about the CP4, but it was asking which pump was in the truck, and he showed me to figure out what kind of pump is in the truck. So if you look closely, see that black circle right there? That's the pump with all the lines going to it. You got the sensor right there. That's the pump. Now, if you look closely, let me see. I got my other hand occupied here, but I'll zoom in. You see right there, there's 4 dimples. Now you may have 4 dimples, but they could be in a different configuration. It doesn't matter, but that's 4 dimples. And he said that there's a new pump out and the bulletin said, the TSB, the technical service bulletin, said to check what kind of pump was in the truck, and it said, like, does it have 1 dimple or 4? And sure enough, see, I got 4. That means I have the older pump. The newer pump is 1 dimple. And apparently with a 1 dimple, I guess they replaced something inside. I think the gear, I want to say the gear, but they replaced something inside and maybe actually fixed the issue with what's going on with these pumps. And I want to say they're made by Bosch. Is that right? I think. I can't remember. I feel like that's what somebody said. So, I mean, you know, these manufacturers, they buy parts from everybody. So, you might say it's a Ram issue, but it could be actually a Bosch issue that Ram has to deal with now. So, I got the old pump. What that means is that, and it's not old, it's just first generation pump, you know. What that means is that with these pumps, the problems they're having is they have such low tolerances for fuel that if you get crappy fuel, the pump can like seize up and break apart and send shrapnel through your whole fuel system into your fuel injectors. And you know, fuel injectors are not cheap. I'm actually making this video because I just saw a guy on one of the forums. He had an issue and he got a $28,000 bill or invoice. Well, not invoice, my bad. Estimate. $28,000 estimate just to replace his fuel system. And that's ridiculous. That's not even right. First off, by the dealer, like, that's not right. But they just went off of the book, you know. So I'm just making this video in response to that, so you don't get to that point. I don't want to get to that point. And what I was listening to the other day, it was the Diesel podcast. You guys can look it up, listen to it. It's about the CP4 failures, and basically it talked about how with the CP4, the tolerances are so low. It's actually made for like European spec diesel, which is a lot high. They have a lot higher standards than the diesel that's out here in the U.S. And you might get good diesel at a truck stop, but then you might get awful diesel, very bad diesel that has low lubricity. That's it, lubricity. And because it has low lubricity, it doesn't lube the pump as the fuel goes into the motor. Therefore, it creates wear, more wear than average. And basically, they have an actual. On the show, they had the guy who made Hotshot Secrets fuel additive, and basically he was talking about how there's a wear rating on all these parts, and the fuel, I'm sorry, there's a wear rating on the fuel, and the wear rating in the US is like 560. I forgot, it's like 1/560th or something. I can't remember. If you want to get all the details, you can listen to the podcast yourself. But the point is, it's at like 560, and the Euro spec is at 480, which makes a ton of difference. Basically, I think he said 10%. There's a chance that 10%. It's either 1% or 10% of these motors go bad, or not the motors, but the pumps, if they're not taken care of. And if you get the Euro spec fuel, or fuel up to that spec that's in the US, it changes from, it multiplies it or decreases it by 10%, or by 10 times. I'm sorry, 10 times. Decreases it by 10 times. And so instead of having 10% of the pumps going bad, you got 1% going bad. I can't remember. Go ahead, listen to the podcast yourself. But if it could be 1% of pumps going bad, it changes it to 1,000, 1 out of 1,000 going bad. But what he had for a solution was, they actually updated their formula for this pump specifically because of all these issues, and they came out with the Hotshot Secrets LX4 additive, and it's also in the everyday treatment, which I'll show you. I got 2 bottles right here, and I'm not advertising for them, but I'm just telling you what I just heard, and it seems like, and I've been using this stuff. My buddy uses this stuff, but yeah, you can see it says LX4 right there. This is the everyday treatment. They also have just pure LX4. I don't know the difference yet. They said you can give them a call if you want. They'll answer the phone anytime of day. Well, during their business hours. And you can give them a call, ask them all the questions you want. But basically, it's got the LX4 additive in it, and that's what prevents that's what reduces the wear rating from 560, which is like I said, the US rating, down to like 260. It drops down so much that you'll never have an issue with it. And they actually make it from they design their products from the racetrack, so you know they hear these injection pumps blowing up as these trucks go down the track, and they're just like, yeah, we need a solution for this, and this is what they figured out, and I appreciate that. So I just wanted to tell you guys that I highly recommend throwing that LX4 stuff in there, because you do not want to have problems like this, blowing up that fuel pump, which is unavailable, by the way. It's a new truck. It's unavailable. You can't get a new pump. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. So anyway, like this video, I just kind of made it right on the fly because I see guys online having issues, and I just want to warn the next guys, and just give you the knowledge that I just got, and just pass it forward. But like this video, please share it with your guys, share it on pages that you're subscribed to, let people know, and please subscribe to my page, because I will be having a vlog come out. I have about 800 videos already that I got to give to my buddy who's awesome at making videos, and I don't want to make anything that's just on the fly like this. I like quality, so if it's gonna be like thought out, I want it to be done right. So I just got to get my videos to him. They're about 800 videos of vlogging about how I started. I started with a different truck, how I got this truck, how I started doing an exotic hotshot, and then I went to doing 5-car. I also have the exotic trailer too. So yeah, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks. Bye.